just to make sure. Let's go to YouTube, check out my channel, make sure I'm live, and then we will do this. Go to my channel, and it looks like I'm live. Beautiful. Okay. I'll wait till a few people get in here, and then actually let me do this so I can look at the comments. My channel, let's click on this, let's pause it so that way I don't hear myself. Wait for a few people to get in there, and then we'll get started. We should have a ton of fun today. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I know I am so far. But I'll wait for a few people to get on in before I start the show proper. There's lots to talk about today. I got lots of comments this week, so it should be a ton of fun. Hopefully, you guys get in there, hit the like button, all that good fun stuff. And we should have a ton of fun today. So as soon as I get confirmation that some people are in there, then I will get the party started. Should be fun. So like I said, as soon as I get some confirmation that somebody's in there, I'll go ahead and get the show started. Oh, there's Air Cooled. What's up, Air Cooled? Nice to see you. All is well, my friend. Going to be doing the comment show here in just a second. Glad you're in there. And as soon as I get one more person saying hello in chat, then we will get this party started properly with some intro music and the whole work. So, like I said, I hope you all are having a beautiful weekend wherever you are, staying safe, etc., etc. Jonathan, another Saturday. What's up? Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the show. MLH Comment Show. I'm your host, MLH. This is the show where I basically connect with all of the subscribers and talk about all the comments that you put on my videos during the week. It was an eventful week, I will say that. We'll get to it here in just a second. I mean, I had a run-in with a corporal who wanted to talk to my bosses. So he wanted to talk to all of you, which we may talk about a little bit here later on. But, I mean, lots of stuff happened this week. So why don't we get on into it? I'll get through all the comments and then, take any and all questions, comments, concerns that you guys have. The reason that I do this show is because it was getting kind of tough to keep up with all the comments. So I decided to just connect with you guys directly, guys and gals directly, and just talk about the comments in a show. Gives me more content, lets you guys interact with me a little bit more and talk with me in a controlled setting and not, out in the wild where, my mind is, obviously going where the action is. And I think it'll be fun. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna transition over here to the comments that I received. Hopefully you guys can read those. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger for you. Let's see if I can do that. Let's get in here and make them a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. So we're going to start right up at the top. We'll go from most recent comments to least recent, and we'll get through all of them. And then as an added bonus, we get to go to the ones that are held for review, which are always interesting. The ones with bad words or the ones that hate my guts or whatever. So, Judd, nice to see you in there. You get a raise, Mark Wilson says. Okay, let's start with Becky O's comment. And this was a picture I posted of Bernie and I at Slashers, which we went to right after Hot Tub Time Machine Hour. And she says, God bless you both, with a bunch of lovely emojis. Becky, we love you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that comment. Bernie made me post that pic, by the way, just to let you all know. Cooking with Lulu on a video that I posted with, which was really weird. It was a car overturned. It was a quick short I did where a car was overturned in a neighborhood. I have no idea how that car got like that. It didn't seem to have affected anything else, any other car in the area. It was just turned upside down the middle of the roadway. Cooking with Lulu, our good friend Lulu, said, "Hey MLH, it certainly isn't something we see every day. Hope they're okay." Just to let you know, Lulu, nobody was hurt. The woman that was driving that vehicle was a little hysterical, but she was obviously okay walking around. There was not much going on there. So let's see. In chat, K-Cat says hello, everyone. What's up, K-Cat? Nice to see you in there. Angel on the same picture that I took with Bernie. Great picture. You two look happy. Thank you, Angel, for your comment. Really appreciate that. Keeper, who's, I believe, in chat, or will be in chat soon, says, MLH, Bernie's way cuter. And I have to agree. She is way cuter. So thank you for that, Keeper. Really appreciate it. Jen says, aw, kisses. I'm going to give her, of course, a thumbs up. Thank you, Jen. And then Bernie responded to her. Let's see. Let's go on down the road here. More picture love here. Nice one by Let's Go. I think that's the first time I've seen you in my comments, Let's Go. So thank you very much for the comment. Really appreciate that. Realist, who's a regular in chat, says, you little monsters. Nice pick. Well, I'm definitely a monster, so there you go. Michelle, same picture, says, lovely couple. Thank you, Michelle. Really appreciate that. Let's give you a little heart and a thumbs up. McDonald, who I'll get to another McDonald's comment here real soon. Judd, nice to see you in chat there. Matthew King, really appreciate you being in there. Jim Busby, thanks for being in chat. P. Vacro, welcome on in from Italy. Thank you for joining the MLH Comment Show. McDonald, who, like I said, has another comment that I'm going to get to in a bit, a very thoughtful comment that I will talk about, says, nice, that's a nice pick. This is the one. He says, your hair, MLH, looks healthy and vibrant, like well taken care of. To be honest with you, the secret to healthy hair is not washing it like every day, McDonald. Women know this secret. I mean, it's not rocket science. I don't use the best shampoo. My son is studying to become a cosmetologist, and he's like, Dad, why do you use Head and Shoulders? You should be using, I don't know, whatever product he wanted me to try. And I'm like, dude, it just works for me. It's a 2-in-1. I get my business done, but I don't wash my hair every day. It's like every other day that I wash my hair. So that's the secret. So, there you go. P. Backrow, love you. Keep it simple and real. Eat and wash. That's right, P. Backrow. I mean, it's not much to it. I mean, you just can't wash every day your hair. It just the oils in your hair need to get in there and help your hair grow and maintain a strength. Otherwise you get like split ends and all kinds of shit. And also do trims every once in a while, which reminds me, I need to talk to my son about getting another trim here real soon. Harry Nuts, our good friend Harry Nuts, says, aw, you two lovebirds. It was a really cool picture. I mean, I actually took that picture because Bernie's arms don't reach out that far to do selfies, but there you go. Tapatios, our good friend Tapatio, says nice on that same picture. And then let's now get into a different video that I did. It was a Hot Tub Time Machine. April Rain says, and this was a couple days ago, hey buddy, much love to you and all. Love the 80s. We did an 80s theme that day. It was really fun. I hope you guys can join Hot Tub. It's definitely adult-oriented on Wednesdays at 7 Eastern approximately, and we have a ton of fun. Last week we did an 80s song theme along with some naughty topics, so it's really, really fun. We have a ton of fun doing that. Monday's my birthday, and today I got an early present, beautiful 2006 Blue, beautiful Mustang. Wee, I'm so happy. LOL, see yas. Congratulations, April, and happy belated birthday. Hope you're enjoying your Mustang and you're staying safe and all that stuff. You guys are awesome. God bless all. Keep smiling. Stay cool, my friend. Thank you so much, April. Really appreciate the comment. Ashley says, and this is in regards to that same pic, MLH, do you ever take those damn sunglasses off? And then kisses to Bernie B. Notice she gives kisses to Bernie B and none to me. How dare you, Ashley? I wear my glasses a lot, guys. Even indoors. I have a little bit of a light sensitivity, so sometimes even indoors I'll wear my glasses. Like in my room now, I have blackout curtains, so it's just like artificial lighting in here. It's a little bit darker than normal, so that's the reason why I wear sunglasses a lot. Every once in a while, you'll catch me without my sunglasses, but very, very rarely. Ashley, don't you know the cool people wear sunglasses 24/7? That's from a friend of the show, Jen Wow. Yeah, I do. Let's see who else joined chat here. Caucasian Sasquatch. Once a week, unless working on cars. Sasquatch says for cleaning his hair. Thanks, Jim. Really appreciate you coming on in. Natural oils are the best for your hair. Supplement it with coconut oil treatment once a week. Yeah, almost any type of oil. You can do argan oil. You can do avocado oil. I mean, some people even do stupid things like put mayonnaise on their hair, which, you know, I guess. Oh, that's Road Dog. Let's see if we can get Road Dog in here. Started the show. Do you have Skype? Because I can get you in on Skype, Rody. So anyways, I forgot to text him. That was my bad. I did ask Rody to be on the show today, but that was my bad. I totally forgot. But let's see. Let's see. Use less hair products also for better complexion. Don't use products on your face. That's a good advice, Jonathan. The less the better. I say. Judd, thanks for posting my approximate schedule. I'm allergic to legumes. I can't use hair stuff mostly. Yeah. I got photophobia. P. Vacro says. Thumbs up from George Daly. Thank you very much. Alan B., welcome on in. All right, let's continue on here. I do want to talk about road dogs here in a minute. Don't let me forget, because there's something really important going on with Road Dog tomorrow that I will be a part of. So I'll let you know. Let's continue on here. Give some comments, some thumbs up, etc., etc. Okay. Knowledge is Power says a bunch of emojis. Thank you, Knowledge is Power. Knowledge is Power got a great channel. A very underrated channel. Kip has a great channel. Lulu comes back. Love and miss you guys. And by the way, lovely pic. Thank you, Lulu. We miss you too. Hope you're feeling good and better. I know you were going through a rough patch there, so hopefully Lulu is doing better. Everybody check out Cooking with Lulu. She's a fantastic woman. She does a lot of great cooking videos with a lot of great looking food. I always salivate every time I see her videos. Cheryl M says, true love, too cute on that picture. We do love each other. I mean, we've both been through the ringer. Bad relationships and have a lot in common. So that's why Bernie and I get along so well. Jamie says, I wish to say that, what am I saying here? I wish that I don't even know what you're trying to say, Jamie. I would say that I wish we had one of those places here, but I would rather buy bottles and look up recipe at home to save money. Yeah, it is expensive at Slashers in Denver. But the point is you're with your mate and you're out and about, and the drinks are good. They're fair. I mean, they're not. I mean, they're really expensive, but they do put alcohol in them. I hate. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. That's the whole thing. I really don't drink a lot of alcohol, but when I do, I like my drinks like to have alcohol in them. If that makes sense, like a lot of the clubs or restaurants that you go to will water down the drinks to where, you where you can't even taste the alcohol, and it's not good and not worth it. All right. Jamie says, LOL, I missed the live on HTTM. No worries, Jamie. Just catch us next time at 7 Eastern on Wednesdays, and you'll catch the next HTTM. After all these comments, I will go through my schedule one more time with y'all so you guys can get a good sense of when I'm going to be on the air, off the air, etc. All right, Shirley Z says, and this is also in regards to HTTM, have fun and relaxing day off. She's referring to Thursday. You need it for mental health. Just subscribe to Bernie B's channel. Maybe she'll spill the beans there. And what she's referring to is Bernie B's channel, Bernie Branches, if you guys want to go ahead and sub there. I am thinking of moving Hot Tub Time Machine to Bernie's channel to give her a little boost, I guess, and kind of grow her channel a little bit so she can have a community page and all the benefits that I have right now, other than monetization, which I think you need 1,000 to monetize, and I don't think Bernie's really interested in monetization. So, I'm more into that. Little MD, what's up, peoples? I'm back. Well, welcome back, Little MD. All right. By the way, this next comment is about an interview that I did, and I hope you guys take a look at this interview. Let me set this up, okay? So PTP and I were out and about, and we found a double shooting in Aurora, right? In an area that I frequent right off of Colfax. And so we kind of got separated. We took separate vehicles, and I stumbled upon this guy who heard the gunshots and saw the people, dispersing, and saw the suspects and stuff like that. So here's the difference between an interview, an actual interview, and a lamestream media interview, okay? Fox 31 interviewed this gentleman for approximately 4 minutes. I was there live when CBS interviewed this same guy because I was going to interview him, but I let the CBS guy go first because I already knew what was going to happen. If I went first, it was going to be, a detailed, in-depth interview with this guy to figure out what was going on and get more clues as to what happened there, right? So, and I would give CBS some ideas, and I didn't want to do that, right? So I let them go first, and he asked some questions, some very basic questions, oh, what did you see here, blah, 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 just the normal run-of-the-mill questions. Road Dog is in chat. Road Dog, I'm going to be talking about you here in just a second. Road Dog, if you have Skype, call me on Skype, RP Grinders. And you'll find me and call me up, and then I'll get you on the show for sure. Just add me, and then I'll add you, whatever, Road Dog, and then we can talk about your deal tomorrow, which I definitely wanted to do. So, Road Dog, if you can get the Skype app and just give me a call, RP Grinders, I think you'll find it. Either that or Frank Branches. You can find me under Frank Branches. Okay. So, anyways, back to this interview that I did. So CBS did their interview, and it was approximately 3-4 minutes long, and I knew it was going to be a quick interview because they never know the right questions they ask. I mean, these are quote unquote real journalists, right? Well, can you guys guess how long my interview was in chat? I might have a prize in the prize vault. Don't look it up. But how many minutes do you think I took with this guy to interview him? Was it 5? Was it 2? Was it 10? How long do you think I took with this guy? News Now Victoria, not so silent. Welcome on into chat. Pepper Brooks, welcome. I think I got a few of your comments in there as well. We'll get to them in just a second. George Daly, I think I said hey to you, but welcome on in. Matthew King, I think I said hi to you too. Matthew said 25. You're very close, Matthew. It was 20 minutes. 20 minutes I spent with this guy. Yeah, Wolves Den said 10. Actually, hold on a second. Road Dogs, are you there?
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of an echo, man. You might want to turn your
Yeah,
YouTube down.
I
There you
had to
go.
mute the room.
Yep, there you go. Okay, we're good.
What's going on?
Welcome on in, Road Dog. We're going to get to you in just a second. I'm just going over comments. Did you get a chance to watch the interview I told you about, Road Dog, with the
I
gentleman? Yeah.
yeah, I have not. I told you what I was doing. I had to run out to Seven Freedom's house,
Yeah, yeah.
and I literally just got back.
I knew you were just getting home, but I had to start the show, man. Sorry, I just totally forgot to call you. But I'm glad you're here,
Maintenance
man.
thing,
What's that?
but we're here now.
Yeah, you're here, and you're right in the middle of the comment show. So thanks for being
That's
on,
it.
Rhodey. We're gonna get to what's going on tomorrow too, because you and I are gonna hook up for a special show tomorrow, and I'll let you discuss that in a minute. But let's get through these comments here, and then we'll get to that. Let's see, Wolves Den, welcome on in. By the way, I didn't even see you sneak in there. Okay. Um, Kakawate says about that interview, great interview skills presented here. Nice, relaxed conversation without the theatrics of mainstream media. The man provided several interesting suggestions for potential remedies to the problem and looked to be genuinely concerned about his neighborhood and the impacts of crime there. Nice job. Hope to see more. You're good at it. One thing that I do. Um, One thing that I do pride myself on, guys and gals, is my interviewing skills, which Road Dog can attest to, and we'll be talking a little more about that in a minute. Let's move on here. Let me give Kakawate, thank you so much. Really appreciate the well thought out, very kind words. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Kakawate. And you can see Kakawate in the chats from time to time. So thank you, guys. All right. Next comment comes from One Big Heart, and it's in. Now this video was really controversial. I really thought that this video would go viral, and it did on PTP's channel. My channel, not so much. But if you guys are interested in seeing a wackadoo family, make sure you see my Family of Karens Go Crazy video, which Road Dogs helped me with. A very little editing. He just added the graphic at the beginning and provided me with the intro and outro. Road Dogg is always doing really, really good work. So appreciate you, Road Dogg, for that for sure. And it was a banger of a video. If you guys haven't seen it already, it's.
That little girl is nuts.
I mean, I don't. What part of that family wasn't nuts? The guy was nuts. The woman was nuts. The kid, both of the kids were crazy. The only
Yeah, but it's a 10-year-old little kid in front of the parents flipping you off,
I know.
calling you
I know.
all kinds of names. It was like, holy
I mean,
crap.
you know what? I mean, I guess I hate to use this phrase. In this day and age, it's not uncommon to see little kids using foul language. But I mean, when you're around your parents, don't you even have any shame? I mean, don't the parents
Exactly.
you know, I mean, seriously. Kip in chat says you're a good host, Mexican Longhair. Thank you very much, Kip. Really appreciate that. It's really nice of you. I get nothing but really nice comments most of the time. So I do appreciate it. It's kind of what keeps me going. Wolves Dan says, got 4 lives going at the same time, trying to watch them all. It's really hard, Wolves Dan. It's really hard. There probably are 4 different people on that we all love. But, I can't go based on what other people do. I just do what I do. So thank you for the support, though, Wolves Dan. Really appreciate it. For public safety's in chat. And I think we'll be talking about for public safety here in just a minute. What's up, public safety?
Can we boot him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are a mod, so I mean, if you feel like it, if it's justified, I guess, I mean, it's up to you. All right.
He's good people. I just like messing with him.
Yeah. Get ready for a rigorous interview tomorrow, public safety. There's your tease, everybody. So, all right. Dude didn't even have Crocs on. One Big Heart says, yeah, no Crocs, and he's still a Karen. MLH, we appreciate you and all you do. I really do get a sense of that, and I appreciate all of you. So thank you very much, Big Heart. Much love, and thanks for the continued support. Evil Skull, who's kind of new to the channel, at least new to the comments, says, "Great cops right there. They deserve a medal or a raise. We need more cops like that. That family was crazy." Wow. He's referring to the cops in the video. And Road Dog, I think this is the very first time, right, that I can honestly say in any of my videos the cops actually deserved commendations, and that rarely happens because I don't like to commendate cops that are just doing their job, but in this case they were like, they held back a hell bent kid, a kid that was twice my size that wanted to kick my ass, from getting maced. They helped calm down the scene. The only thing I wish they would have done a little bit different is escort that family over to their car. That to me would have
Yeah,
been
correct. I agree
a
with that.
slightly better thing to do, because letting that kid go unimpeded could have been very bad for him and maybe very bad for me. And it's just not cool.
Exactly.
I might have been arrested that day, because for public safety, says, "I've had 2 encounters where the cops protected constitutional rights." Yeah, it's very rare. It's very rare. George Ward, welcome on in. Okay, let's move on here. Live with PTP. Take 2, because I had a little bit of trouble on the first take on that PTP live. Says, "Is this a cruising movie?" It can be. Chris Collins says, "Is this a cruising movie?" I think that day we didn't have anything on that particular live, but man, PTP and I, on the previous lives that we had that weekend, we had everything, didn't we, Road Dog? We had police interactions.
Yeah.
We had this crazy Karen family, and oh man, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Then you guys did the police shooting, wasn't that the same day? It was
That
later that night,
that
wasn't it?
was the next
That's the
day.
next
That
day.
was the next day, and that was
Okay.
crazy. And I will get to that too. Regan says about this family of Karens, "That's a little boy, bitch." Yeah, she had that right. What the hell was that all about? You have to watch the video to find out, but everybody went crazy in this video in that family. I mean, and it extended even beyond this video. If you go to PTP's live, this family chased us. The guy almost hit me in his car. And I think PTP has that on video. So, I mean, the cameras don't lie, and I probably could have called the police on this family after the fact, but I was thinking to myself, this family's already miserable. I don't need to add to their misery, and it's not, it's not really worth it in my opinion. But you know, what, whatever. Yeah, it was wild. A wild couple of days for public safety. It really was wild. Denver Metro Audit said, "Damn, bro, that was crazy. You said it perfectly when you said great parenting." Yeah, I mean, those kids were out of control, and that has to do with family values, I would say. And that family had those parents had no problem with their kids using foul language, trying to get to me to do whatever that kid was going to do, flip me off, none of that. I mean, that girl had to have been about, what, 10 years old, Rhodey?
Yeah, I was thinking 9, 10, 11, right in
Yeah,
that ballpark. So we
yeah,
just kind of said, yeah, just figure about 10.
yeah. Flex Your Freedoms, who's one of my favorites, and I know is one of your favorites too, Road Dog, said,
Yep.
nice intro. And that's to you, Road Dog, because you made that intro for me. And that was a naughty family. Yeah, about as naughty as the people that arrested you, Flex. So yeah, pretty
Yeah, exactly. And
pretty
speaking
true.
of Flex,
Yeah.
remind me the next time I talk to you, I need to verify you have the correct number for him.
Yeah, I do too, because I couldn't get a hold of him that day for the life of me to leave him a message or anything. So yeah, after this live, then I'll
Yeah.
talk to you about it. Okay, Cheryl M on the same video says, "Great example they're setting for their children," and that's exactly right. Like more than anything, I hope this family watches the video and sees how out of control that they really were. There was no incitement by me. That I didn't try to make a scene. All I was there was to be an objective reporter, right? Here's the video. You guys are seeing it as I'm seeing it. I'm trying to get everything in frame as much as I can. And the only thing that I said that could have been considered antagonistic is when the guy kept threatening me. I don't know if you probably heard this on the live, Road Dog, when he kept on and on, I'm going to fuck you up, I'm going to rip your eye out, blah, 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 whatever he said. I'm like, don't get close to me. If you get close to me, it's not going to be good for you.
Yeah,
And
and then he
he's,
was saying, "Just spray me, bitch," and all
yeah,
kinds of
I was
weird.
like, well, find out. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? Are you going to spray me? I was like, find out. Get close to me and find out. I mean, that's the logical conclusion if somebody has mace in their hand, right? Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to test that theory? Do you want to get maced? I mean, feel free to try it. I didn't want it. I don't like conflict. I do carry mace for a reason, just for this reason. I don't, I will defend myself. I'm very capable of kicking someone's ass if they get in my space, and I'm definitely capable of macing somebody if you get in my face. So, and it's no secret where I roam. I'm on Colfax a lot, up and down Colfax. The times are fairly consistent, so it's not like I'm hiding anything and you can't find me. That's where I am
But
at.
just remember that 13-year-old said he's gonna see you on the streets.
Oh yeah, and I mean, wow.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
started laughing when I heard that.
I know it's like it was a veiled threat. I mean, it's a little kid. I'm not, I'm definitely not worried about that at all. It's just really, I mean, it's not really worth, you know, the size of their son. She was probably 6. I mean, the son was huge. The son, he was 13 years old because we heard the mom say he's 13 years old. Stop recording us. All this, nonsense. And I very calmly told her, "You're out in public, ma'am." I mean, if you're out in public, anybody's fair game. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, what's going on. You're fair game, and it's a story, right? I'm rolling down Colfax, my neck of the woods, right? And I see the cops there, and I see 2 people there. I want to make sure they're safe and the cops aren't going to do anything bad to them. And that's what PTP and I did. So I don't feel bad. Wolves Den in chat says, Mommy and Daddy never told the kids no. Exactly. Let's see. Size of their son is probably 6. People are teaching their kids backwards. Wolves Den says, bring back ass whoopings. I'm not a huge fan of spanking. I grew up in that type of household, and there's a lot in my mind that I didn't like about it, and a lot of, but I understand the sentiment, Wolves Den. I mean, I sometimes, like, even when my kids were little, like, you really were like, God damn it, all you need is an ass whooping right now, but there's different ways of going about it where kids don't act like this, and I'm sure these kids get their ass kicked on a daily basis. Look how they are.
Well, listening to the dad, I would agree with that.
Yeah. Public safety says, and the government public school system is neglecting to teach constitutional values. The government in general doesn't teach Constitution at all, and I think that should be, you should, at least in high school, learn that. P. Backrow says, people who lie fear. Yeah, that's right. Wolves Den says, big difference between ass whooping and abuse. I agree, Wolves Den, but I'm just not a big advocate of violence in any, like, if you're out and about and you're gonna get in a fight with somebody, that's no different than, I mean, it's violence is violence in my view. I'm a little more, I guess, progressive when it comes to that, just based on my childhood and my way of thinking. I'm neither Republican or Democrat, so it's not a partisan issue for me. It's not. It's a personal trauma, that I'm concerned with. Okay, moving on here. Jamie Todd says, I missed it, the live with PTP, the first one. Yeah, it's okay, PTP. I have a more set schedule now, so you'll be able to catch me, at your most convenient time. And, the fact that you watched it after the fact, I do appreciate. So, better ways to punish than ass whooping. I agree, Mark Wilson. There's different things that you can do. It's not that, I'm a snowflake or anything like that. It just, when I raised my kids, like, I think I, quote unquote, spanked my kids like the total of 2 times. and both times I just felt terrible about it, and I didn't think it was the right thing to do. In hindsight, and I was the kid that very rarely got his ass kicked as a kid, because I did things the right way. I got good grades. I listened to my parents. My dad beat my ass quite often, but for different reasons. But those days are kind of over. I mean, it's. I mean, you got to think these are kids. These are little people that are less than half your size. And even a light spanking could be traumatic mentally to kids. I used to think along the same lines, like, well, maybe if they got disciplined as a kid, they wouldn't have been the way that they are. But I've changed my way of thinking over the years. It's not a cut and dry subject at all. So that's what I'm saying. Every action has a reaction, exactly. Kip says, did they ever get you with La Chancla? I did get the chancla, along with the belt from my dad, along with standing up with my nose in the corner, punishment. I mean, I got the switch. You guys ever get the switch? I got the cord, like the electrical cord, like, the vacuum electrical cord, like anything available if I fucked up, So, what about you, Road Dog? You ever get the old whipping as a kid? Did Mama ever get the?
Oh yeah.
Did Mama ever? What's even
Yeah.
worse? What's even worse is when they make you pick out the switch, and
That's
and
what I was getting ready to say. My great grandmother used to go out to the tree and get me a switch. If you got one too small,
yep,
you got it even worse. If you got one too big, oh my God, you're really in trouble
yeah,
because she would use that great big one.
yeah,
If you came back with one that was the right size, it was like a couple swats and you were done.
yeah. So
But
you,
don't
yeah.
screw up and bring something too big or too small because otherwise you got it worse.
I mean, yeah, and the first time that kids do that, of course they bring the smallest,
Hmm.
flimsiest switch, to hit you with. I mean, it's like whatever. It's like I don't know, just those forms of punishment. It just works a lot different nowadays. All right, Cali Wind on the same Karen video says, "Well, there is stupid, and there is really, really stupid, and this bunch certainly qualifies." I'm not in the business of making fun of people like this because I'm big on mental health and stuff, but this family definitely has issues, and I wish they would get help, honestly. Jack Brown watched the video. What's up, Jack, in Southern Colorado? Thanks for watching the video. Damon Reeves says it's either the Denver altitude or recovering from COVID. Issues at level 10 with that crew. Nice job on your part, MLH. Stay safe, SoCal. Damon, thanks for watching the video. Not everybody acts like that out here. The altitude does affect people in different ways. Like if you're not used to the altitude and you come out here and you're thinking that you're gonna be a tough guy, I guarantee I can beat you in a race. The altitude does affect your breathing quite a bit out here. But the opposite effect is also true. Like one time I went to California, Road Dog, like on a vacation, and when I
Right.
got to the San Diego Zoo, I couldn't take the altitude, dude. I was sicker than the dog. I started yakking.
No, that
Um,
was probably the smog.
well, there's enough smog here. I mean, we're a very similar city in comparison to San Diego. Difference is here we have mountains. There, you have the ocean, right? But same population, kind of, same type, but the altitude is just crazy. We actually get more hours of sunlight here in Denver than San Diego does on a yearly basis. So.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Jonathan in chat says, I wouldn't be the man I am today without some of those ass whoopings. Now, there is thoughts to that. I understand those sentiments, Jonathan, no doubt. I just think that there's different ways nowadays to handle things. Like, we have more tools at our disposal, I believe. But neither here nor there. Little MD says, my mother threw a frying pan at my sister. Whew, yeah, yeah. Knowledge is power says if you're in your 30s, more than likely you got a good old ass whooping. Well, I'm well beyond that, Kip, and I did get my fair share of ass whoopings. My mom spanked me a total of one time, and I remember that spanking like it was yesterday. It was because I took a different route home instead of the assigned route. that my mom wanted me to take because I wanted to go see my friends. Because I used to walk home from school, right? Which is crazy nowadays. Like nobody lets their kids walk home from school because they're afraid of like stranger danger and shit like that, which is another topic for another day. But yeah, it's I remember that ass whooping like it was yet. My ass got kicked from the time my mom found me to the time we got home, and we walked home. So yeah, it was that one was probably deserved, but holy cow, did I ever get an ass whooping? Um, Willow Branch many times, MD says. Yep. I made the mistake of bringing a Switch too big for my grandma to carry, so Grandpa took over. Ooh, you thought you were being smart, Wolves Den. That's funny. Like too big for your grandma to handle, so Grandma's like, "Okay, smartass, here you go, Grandpa, have at it." Oh man, like the song "I Take the Long Way Home." Yeah, P-Back Row, I did. I took a different route home. All right, McDonald says, here's the meaning of generational curses. An example of a generational curse is divorce. Your parents grew up in homes with divorced parents, so they both lacked a clear picture of what a healthy relationship looks like. With this negative example, your parents developed unhealthy relationship habits and, let's read more, pass those on to you. You know, there is something to that, McDonald. I don't know what this family's problem with, but you can tell there's some deep-seated, deep-rooted hatred. And they've obviously passed that on to their kids. I mean, would you agree, Road Dog, that I mean the kids
Yeah,
got
definitely.
yeah, yeah. I mean there is something to that. These people are slaves of the system or part of the hive mind. It's mind control. It's actually the parents' fault for neglecting their child growing up. And I'm talking more about grandparents. I think the Bible is what they call generational curses. Yeah, there's a better way of putting that, McDonald, is tradition. You know, if you're not religious, the term is tradition, and tradition isn't always good. I mean, I like for instance, baseball. You know, they don't ever want to change because of tradition. And you look at something in comparison like the National Football League, they're constantly evolving. Now, I know the National Football League has its own inherent problems, but there's no questioning that the number one sport in the United States, anyways, is football. All right, whereas it was baseball. You know, America's pastime. It used to be baseball. Now it's football. That's just the way it is, and I think it's because of the stubborn traditionalists that don't want to evolve and don't want to change. You know, so all right, let's move on here. I got kicked out of preschool for stripping the bark off a tree with a croquet mallet. We did it at home with my dad, so thought it was okay to do. I believe adaption, P. Rose says. Yeah, I mean, adaption is the opposite of tradition, right? So you have to be able to adapt. Now I'm gonna read this comment. It's a spam comment, Road Dog, but it's pretty fun. It's in Spanish, so I'll read it. But it's coming from a Russian bot, so I thought you guys might like this. And I'm not gonna like this comment. I'm gonna delete this comment after. But it says, apreciando a una mujer tan hermosa. Dos, siete. Sentadillas son unos QQ Girls uno, which is another thing that I gotta put in my block list. Muchos y un buen ejercicio. So you'll get a good exercise out of it. Cinco, 25. Se deje ver que hay muy buenos resultados. Saludos desde la sede de World Losa. I don't even know what this is saying, and I can speak Spanish. Mortales habían apreciado tan hermosa mujer. I just thought you guys liked to hear my Spanish more than anything, you know, and that I can speak Spanish. So that's all. Remind me to block dot uno, Rody, if you wouldn't mind.
Before you remove it, give me 1 second.
All right. What are you gonna do? Take a screen?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
All right. Cool. All right, Snark and Sass, our good friend Snark and Sass says it's ever so much more dangerous when Karens run in packs. I love it. Thanks, Snark. Yeah, it's definitely more dangerous when they run in packs. Kip, who's in chat, gave us a couple of emojis. Thanks, Kip. Appreciate you watching the video. I thought it was a kind of harrowing, kind of fun video because if you notice, I was on the opposite side of the street and there were cars whizzing by, and this kid wanted to run out in the street. I think I don't know. Let's see. It's no secret my mother was extremely abusive for public safety. Says, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of our parents were, man. Don't ever press on those links. It's pornography. Yeah, I figured as much. I just wanted to speak a little bit of Spanish there, kid. Show you guys I have a few skills. Show off for public safety. Says, I am a show off. Anthony Tuttle, same video, says, holy cow, you meant the Manson family. Be careful out there, brother. I don't know if they're quite the Manson family, but man, they got some anger issues. I wish they could get into some counseling as a family and maybe understand some of the problems that they're going through. I don't even think that they understand that there's some issues there. And it got worse. I mean, like I said, the guy tried to run me over. Did you see that video, Road Dog? Where
no, I haven't been over to PTP's to watch it. You told me about it though, and I haven't had a chance.
Yeah, if you guys check out the PTP's live after this video, because he was live on this video, right? So he caught a lot of the same things I did, but my video's 4K. But I failed to hit the record button, but this guy almost hit me in his red car. But PTP captured it on video, so you guys can see it on his channel. All right, American Rights on... now, this is the video we need to talk about, Road Dog. On the video called Live on the Other Side, it was a live that I did on 4/5/22. You guys are going to want to check out that video, because this is the video where I think I'm going to file a formal complaint against a corporal for shining his light in my eyes, and also just barking unlawful orders and a bunch of crazy shit. He says,
"Oh, that's the one you dragged me out of bed at 2:00 in the morning."
Well, it wasn't 2:00 in the morning in my neck of the woods, but
well, it's actually about 1:30 my time, so
yeah,
like
12:30 my
your time.
Yeah. He says, MLH, not all can stand up like you do. Okay, you can't be a coward and do addicts. I don't know what that means, American Rights, but thanks for the comments nonetheless. I agree, not everybody can do what I do and do it safely. I mean, I do it as safely as almost anybody out there. I think PTP is a great example of, keeping your cool and, even being more safe than I am. And, but yeah, I mean, I fully expected to get arrested that night. You guys can check out that video, though, Live on the Other Side. Let me know what you think. But this one, I think I'm going to file a formal complaint and also... sue for I think it's $10,000-$15,000 that you can get for officers shining lights in your cameras here in Denver. So I might be filing that real soon. But it's a fairly important video to kind of analyze for yourselves and understand what happened there. Now, Road Dog, in the heat of the moment, sometimes I don't think about what I said, but Road Dog I guess you were laughing at when I told the officer, that's private property, et cetera, et cetera. What do you remember from that video?
Well, what it was you were telling him that the tape didn't go across there, so you could walk there.
Right.
And he was trying to tell you, no, get back on the other side. Then he tried saying he is going to put up more tape, and you're like, well, then do it. What are you waiting for?
Right.
And he actually starts going up there putting the tape up. Well, the only place for him to tie it off at was like on a tree or something up on the people's lawn. And you sat there and was like, well, that's private property. Do you have permission to do that there?
Right.
I think you need to have permission to do it there. I mean, you were just like sarcastic as hell. I thought it was funny. I was dying.
I mean, even though the law states that they could put tape on private property, there was no crime scene there. And
there's no crime scene there. Actually, they do have to have permission.
Right. But that wasn't the crime scene there. They wanted to keep people from being able to view their dirty tactics, I think. I mean, in reality, in going back to that video, I really should have went down the alley and got right up to the tape because I could have got better footage. But this ended up being kind of a fire video, and I'm probably gonna clip that out, Road Dog, and do it up as a proper video on the channel so people can see what a piece of shit Corporal Simmons it was.
Oh, you mean you need me to do that? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying it would be really nice if you could do it. I mean, technically speaking, I can do it too. I got iMovie that I need to learn a little bit more about, but it's not super hard to do. I just the one time you did a video for me and it was like DVD quality, and I was like, what the hell's going on? But I think we sorted that out, Road Dog.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got it figured out. It's just a setting on there that I have to do as I produce it.
Yeah. All right, Shirley Z, same video, says, holy crap, you weren't kidding about a crazy family. Also, how disgraceful that kid was. I don't care what was happening. My kids, 5, so you have 5 of them, Shirley, congratulations, behaved out in public by the time they were 2 years old. I was always told how well behaved my kids were. We went everywhere on the bus, a lot of times downtown Denver. Boy, you really had a wild day yesterday. Yeah, I really did. Great job by the cops, by the way. And this is the first video where I think I actually could commend the cops. In my entire career watching the cops do what they do, this was the first time where I really felt like they kind of went above and beyond their job, and in order to protect an auditor. I mean, who would have thought, right? I mean, they never protect us. For public safety says he was checking your hearing. Kip says, I seen that live. Cops need to really stop doing the light flashing in people's faces. Just imagine someone with the recent eye surgery shaking my head. I agree, Kip, wholeheartedly. I think I am going to file that report. It's never safe dealing with potential tyrants. It never really is. For public safety. All right. Jen Wells says, yikes. Yikes is right. It was actually kind of scary in a way. Like I didn't know who I should be more wary of. The guy that you see on the thumbnail there, the guy that threatened to rip my eye out, or his kid who was like twice my size, But mace is the great equalizer, to be honest with you. And I have mace gel, which is different from mace spray. Mace spray is real easy to like get off with, like take your shirt off and but gel is really hard. The more you do that, the more it spreads on your face and it sticks and it's icky. Great job to everyone but the family, Matthew King says, which I think Matthew is in chat. So thanks for the comment, Matthew. Really appreciate it. Same video. Nick, the ice pick rigatoni, gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, Nick. Beth commented on the interview I did. Sad but great interview. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words, Beth. Really appreciate it. We also in that interview, Beth also says she picked up. We talked about drugs and prostitution, stuff like that. Legalized drugs and prostitution, the government will have more to regulate. There's thoughts to this. In my personal opinion, not that I've ever picked up a prostitute or am interested in prostitutes. I just think that that's a very valid way of living. Even in biblical times, there were prostitutes that made a living that way. And I think it should be legal. Obviously, I'd want like how they do in Mexico. You have to get tested for STDs, and it's kind of regulated in that way. I just don't want the government to take more than their piece of the pie, right? If you're giving them maybe a 10% tax on prostitution, fine. But if you're gonna do like what they do with weed out here, and you're gonna tax it like 30%, then I don't think that's the right way to go.
Hey, MLH.
Yes.
Did you see you got a troublemaker in the house? You be chilling.
You be chilling.
He wants to know how much they charge you.
How much they charge?
Yeah, for the prostitutes.
How dare you be chilling? How dare you? No, we were basically, you have to check out that interview because in that area, apparently there's a lot of prostitution. I frequent there. Like you guys see me go past it every day on Colfax, or every day I'm out there. But there is a lot of prostitution and drug, use and drug exchange out there. But as far as, we talked everything about like legalizing drugs, legalizing prostitution, some other things. So it's an interesting video. You guys should really check it out. I'm pretty proud of that video. Becky Dennis saw my Aurora Library employee has a meltdown. The most famous video on my channel. Batosai sent her, and she says, "You guys do a great job keeping your cool." If you guys remember the Chatio video, that was a harrowing one, and in more ways than one. All right. Jamie Todd says, and this is in regards to the live on the other side video, "I can swear the cop was telling you not to cross the tape he was going to put up, so basically telling you not to cross an invisible line. What a total tyrant. Great job standing up to that clown." And that's true. There was no tape there. You saw him put up tape after the fact, but I mean, how was I supposed to know? And he was going to arrest me for what? Crossing an invisible barrier? I mean, come on. It would have been a ridiculous arrest, which I most certainly would have been exonerated for.
But that was magical tape.
Right.
You have to understand, it's magic.
Well, I tell you, I have to.
Troublemakers, and you see who shows up.
Right. Well, look, Road Dog, I have to get my recertification at Hogwarts. Okay, so I mean, let's be honest here. It's my fault. I didn't get my recertification, so All right, Jamie Todd says, "I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think cops don't have any spare tire or thing to change a tire because of the weight they need to not carry to counter all the gear and equipment they already have." And this is in regard to a cop that had to call a tow truck driver out. He had a flat tire. So instead of being able to change it himself, he had to call a tow truck driver at taxpayer expense to fix that tire. Which is another issue in itself. It's not hard to fix a tire. I can fix a tire in 5 minutes, and I suck at mechanical things. Jamie Todd says, "Nice work as always. Stay safe out there." Thank you, Jamie. I really appreciate your comments. Kelly C., who was talking about the interview that I did with that gentleman in Aurora. Aurora doesn't do homeless sweeps. I did mention homeless sweeps. I was more talking about Denver sweeps, Kelly C. Just call and ask their dispatch. I'm sure some version of it will start once the camping ban is in effect. I don't know how to feel about this guy. Seems very pro-cop. The ledge he's talking about was a spot for folks to sleep at night. He was talking about a ledge that was behind the AutoZone that drug dealers used to use to kind of hide behind and sell their wares, I believe, Kelly C. So I don't live there, but I do know the area quite well. All right, official misconduct on a video that one of my homeless outreach videos with PTP said, "Love that you guys are doing this." I do this every Monday if I can, official misconduct. It's on my schedule. Mondays are for homeless outreach. Barring me, anything unforeseen, like not being able to secure food. Usually Sunday nights or Monday mornings, I'll go to Richard, and Richard has a bunch of sandwiches, a bunch of donuts, and then I have to repackage the donuts to make them look a little bit better and, whatnot. But, it's Mondays is Homeless Outreach Day on my channel. So I hope you guys can join me for that too. It makes me feel good. I hope that I can inspire at least one other person to go out and do kind of the same things, even if it's just water. Handing out to water to homeless people is pretty important. So thank you. Let's see, what else? Harry Nuts put a video out called "Pistachioed Long Nuts Investigates Mustachioed." That's breaking news, Judd. I'll have to check it out after the show. That's exciting. I'm all for people taking on the mustachioed. He's a pain in my ass. All right. You still there, Rhodey?
Not as far as you know.
Oh, okay. All right. We're moving on here. Grams Beth says, "Excellent coverage on the interview." Thank you, Grams Beth. Really appreciate that. Smegers, my good friend Smegers from overseas, says, "Only for the grace of God Go you and I. Thank you, Smegers, for watching the video. I really, really appreciate it. Shirley Z says, keep up the great work on that homeless outreach. I will, as long as I'm afforded the opportunity to, Shirley. I mean, it makes me feel good to get out there and help people in need. All right. Shirley Z also says on that interview, this is a great interview. He tells what happened, then tells how it is in that area. I feel bad for the kids and people who have to live in that environment. It's really sad, Shirley. I mean, I know the people out there are fine people. I asked in that, you guys really should check out that interview because it gives you a good insight on how cops deal or don't deal with things out there. Good insight. Shirley Z also says on that Live on the Other Side video, what a day you had, doing homeless, then 2 shootings. And yeah, see, I didn't even expect to get out and about, but PTP was like, let's go do it. And he goes out and he finds this double shooting. And it's just crazy. This video was funny considering it's a sad situation. First, the cop who doesn't know how to change his flat tire. I could change one when I was 16 years old, and I still do it at 65. And I'm an old girl. You're only old as you feel, Shirley. Of course, if that's the case, I feel like 85. Then PTP scares the shit out of you. The funniest was when the tyrant cop was going to tell your boss. I lost it laughing so hard. Also, that was a really good interview with the guy at the last shooting. Stay strong and safe. She's referring to, in that video, PTP came up behind me and scared the living shit out of me. You guys are going to watch that video as well. It's a fun one to watch. Alan B says, great reporting. More when possible. Nice work. I do as many interviews as I can, Alan B, as the situations warrant. I had an opportunity to do so. Jesse Sepulveda says, one person can't do much. I give the guy credit for speaking up. Not only that, he's putting himself in harm's way, but in numbers, their voices can be heard. We did discuss talking to city councils and stuff like that, and hopefully he can, sort things out in his neighborhood. Kolokoi, good friend Kolokoi says, what up? Support here, brusky. I love the way Kolokoi talks. Rhodey, he's a funny dude. You guys should check out.
He's awesome.
Yeah, you guys should check out Kolokoi's channel. He's a good dude. All right, and then Maria commenting on the past comment shows a bunch of. You guys want to hear more Spanish, or you want me just delete this? It's a spam comment. I'm just gonna delete it. I'm not gonna bust out my Spanish twice in one show. Why would I do that? All right. Michelle says, thanks for the responses. And this is in response to me telling her in one of my chats that I did comment on her comments. So thank you, Michelle, for all your support. I really appreciate it. McDonald, final comment on the comment show from last week, says, not a lot of people do this. Go over the comments. Great job talking about werewolves. They come in sheep's clothing. That was in response to somebody commenting on my werewolf video, which you can see on my channel. It's a very short video with a full moon. And that's the comments. Let's see if okay, Road Dog. I'm gonna click on the held for review. Do you think I have any held for review comments? What do you think?
I would say possibly.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's click on the held for review. And it does look like I got a few. Kenny, I'm not going to respond on the mustachioed video, so I'll go ahead and approve that. I'll let the mustachioed respond to that. This was a couple weeks ago. American Right says, I know I'm there. Arrest list F bad cops. I don't give an F. I agree. I probably have a pocket warrant for my arrest, which they can pull out at any given time. American Rights also says, Mr. MLH on the addict, F bad cops. I agree, American Rights. Now I'm going to show hidden comments, and these may be duplicates, so let's go ahead and show those. Those are the really bad ones. I said, fuck bad cops, people. So I agree. American Rights, or anybody listening, I do have a list of words that are quote-unquote banned on my channel. Please use symbols when you're in the comments. That way they don't get filtered out here. I just don't want YouTube to ban my channel, so that's why those words are blocked in chat and on comments. So there's all the comments for today. So what are you thinking, Road Dog? Pretty good assortment. Let me real quickly. Let me go through the mentions. I got mentioned by Orange Man Audits, our good friend Sasquatch a couple weeks ago, and that's about it. Okay, what do you think? Lots of good comments, right?
Oh yeah, you normally get good comments.
Yeah.
And of course there's K-Dot in the middle of it and Sasquatch.
Yeah, of course. Free, who just commented about 50 minutes ago, says looking good, guys, on the picture. I thought I did this. Yeah, I did. I just didn't give the thumbs up. Let me go ahead and do that. Boom, boom. I think that's it. Yes. Okay. That's about it. Okay. So tomorrow, Rody, what do you got on tap, and what can you tell everybody out there so we can kind of promote this and get it going?
Well, we are going to be doing an interview with official misconduct and for public safety. Kind of an update of what's happened since they were on the Road and Tow show.
Yes.
Also, there is a video. There's actually 3 videos. There's 2 that have already been out. I encourage you to go watch them. They will kind of get you up to speed for tomorrow. I believe this is going to be the final video in that series as of right now, but it kind of gives you an idea of what they're going through. Yeah, he just said his final episode.
Yeah, I
kind of and the reasons why, and I'm telling you, the reason why is like when he first told me, I thought, dude, you're kind of reaching, but after looking at everything and actually getting into the meat of it and learning about it, he's 100% on the mark.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I do want to try. I haven't reached out to him yet, but I want to reach out to PTP. I'm going to try to get him up here. You're going to be here. KDOT was supposed to be here, but he had a death in the family, so he's going to be dealing with that, with the funeral and all that.
Yeah.
So
what you're saying is I'm your backup plan, and
yeah, exactly.
second fiddle, and things of that nature.
No, we were gonna ask you up there, but
yeah,
it's like, okay, well, let's get that up there. But yeah, what we want to do is we want to get his channel out there to get people to go over and subscribe to him. This way here, obviously, the more people that are watching this story, the better it's going to be. Now, official misconduct did just break 1,000. I believe he broke 500 here recently. What we want to do is get as many people here as possible to keep track of the story as it develops, because they're constantly doing it. For an example, Monday, we're going to talk about this on the show, so I'm not going to give away too much, but he's got something he's going to be doing on Monday that we're going to need a lot of eyes on. We'll talk a little bit during the show tomorrow.
A real quick synopsis. I'm not going to give anything away. I want you guys to check out the videos. Is basically cops used a warrant to barge in on these people, and the screaming that you hear in the videos is just blood curdling. And I had an opportunity to watch some of it, and this is a really harrowing video, y'all, and it's hard to watch. But I do encourage people to watch it, because it's super important to understand really what was going on here. And it's kind of a convoluted, complicated web of stuff. There's so much moving pieces going on here. But the long and short of it is these people, there's a big injustice that's going on here. So
yeah, major injustice. Let me give you an idea of the blood curdling scream. That part I can give out, because they're not really going to understand it completely just watching the video. But you have to understand that official misconduct had got thrown from a horse or fell off a horse. I think she was thrown from the horse. Anyway, she had 4 fractures, her hip and her back and stuff.
Yeah.
when she was on the mend, it was like 4 months prior to this happening that happened.
Yeah.
Well, when the cop grabbed her and basically yanked her off of the porch, she fell. And if you listen closely, you can hear her bone break.
Oof.
Snapped her back.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
interesting, and these
so
are. I will ask some questions tomorrow. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. Now, are we going to
okay, it was only 2 months prior.
Are
I'm
we
sorry.
gonna simulcast this, Rhodey, or what are we doing tomorrow?
It's actually going to be on KDOT's page and my page. I
Okay.
was trying. We were trying to figure out how we can bring in like your page and his page and all that stuff.
Well, I mean,
So
I can do what I'm doing now, and people can listen to what's going on now, and I can
yeah,
do, yeah. So, I'll go ahead and simulcast that. I mean, Sundays are wild card days for me. What time are we doing this, Road Dog? Do you know?
it will be at 5 o'clock Central
Eastern,
time. So
Central. So
four,
so
four
six
o'clock
o'clock,
your time,
6 Eastern.
6 Eastern.
Yeah, 6 Eastern. I will be on the road for the beginning of the show, but trust me, I'll be listening, and I'll be asking questions and all that stuff. Actually, I can't simulcast because I'll be on the road, so it'll just be on KDOTs and Road Dogs, and until I get in and I can get my setup. So hopefully I can get that all done and stuff. But it's gonna be super interesting. It's harrowing. It's enraging. I know you guys are all going to be amazed at what you're looking at, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. And the conclusion is going to be shown tomorrow. And it's super important information that I think all of us need to stand behind and, really get involved in and support official misconduct and I always forget your name for public safety. Make sure you check that out. Do you have anything else you want to plug, Road Dog, before we end this
Well,
and I do my plugs?
I did ask Mark Wilson to be there. I guess he just said I'll be there. I
Right
had
on.
asked him to come up as well, but I also want to throw out there because he's not aware of this yet. He runs a channel called the Little Ridge Farm.
Yes.
I'm getting ready to do some shirts and hats for him and stuff like that. Well, he's not aware of it, but the shirts and hats came in today, so they will be getting started.
Okay. Right on. There you go.
So
Let
he's
me.
here first.
Yeah. Right. Let me read some comments on the comment show. So I'm going to comment on comments on the comment show. How's that? Bill Wright says, comment the comments comment. Exactly. Oh shit. What am I doing? What's going on here? Oh boy.
I don't know. What are you doing?
This is really crazy. All right, here we go. Let me read what we got here. And then I'll go over my plugs and then we'll go ahead and end the show so everybody can have a great weekend. Okay. So it's going to be the conclusion of the raid, I believe we're going to see tomorrow for public safety says. ATL.
Right. The first one's called the raid. The second one is, I believe, robbed by cops.
Yeah.
And then this will be the final portion of it, kind of getting everybody what it's all about and why it happened.
Yeah. ATL says, I am 47 subs away from 1K. When you get to about 20 or so, ATL, we'll do another. I think I got you up to 500, didn't I, ATL, or 600? One of those milestones.
Yes.
But when you get a little bit closer, I'll get you up to 1,000, man. I love doing that. I mean, that's one of my favorite things to do on the channel. If somebody's close to a milestone, I love getting people their milestones. I wish somebody would help me with my 3K milestone. For public safety says, LOL. Love MLH. We are so happy to have you. We're happy to have you for public safety. The warrant was fake. We will talk about that tomorrow. I don't think the warrant was fake for public safety.
There was a warrant, but it was not for what they did.
Yeah, the videos prove the whole thing. 2 months. Let's see. Tore her rotator cuff. Okay, we'll be talking about it tomorrow for public safety. I'm actually a very detailed reporter, so I will be asking detailed questions. I hope you don't mind, even if they seem kind of nitpicky. Sometimes the devil's in the details. Why are they allowed to give fake warrants and not get arrested? I agree with that, ATL. How are cops that give fake warrants walking free? We are working on it, ATL. Mark Wilson, I'll be there. MLH, the stupid cop called me. I told him to go fuck himself, UB says. Wow. Well, good. Good for you. Taking a stand, UB. Right on. Turn the porn off, MLH. Yeah, definitely was not porn, Mark. That was a TikTok video of all things. Kakawate says, thumbs up on the comment shows. Well done. Yes, MLH. ATL says, Dixie Girl, good show. Thank you, Dixie. Really appreciate that. It's called SWAT, Public Safety. So SWAT was sent in. Let's see. I would put you on my channel, MLH. Thank you, ATL. Really appreciate that. Private person may arrest an offender if the offense is committed in his presence or within his immediate knowledge, if the offense is a felony and the offender is escaping or attempting to escape. You're an excellent reporter. Thanks, Kakawate. I do take pride in that. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not the only... I mean, I'm not one to, have a big head about things, but one thing I do pride myself in... There's actually a few things I pride myself in. One is helping other channels grow. The other thing is that I try to do my best as a reporter to give you guys the information on the streets. I would do it if I was in LA. I did it when I was in Vegas, and later in September, Bernie and I are going to be in Vegas along with some special guests. So you guys are going to want to make sure and tune in about the third week of September because it's going to be fire. The live streams are going to be fire. What I have planned for Vegas is going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. I know we went last year, but this year, like I said, special guest for one. And then also the content that we're going to provide you guys over there is just going to be pretty amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me talk about my.
I don't know if you're gonna outdo last year's. That was actually pretty good last year.
Oh wait, do you wait till see what I got planned, Rody? It's like I said, special guest, very special content. I don't want to give anything away because it's so far away, Rody. But
no.
You guys
don't even do it.
I'm not. It's gonna be. Let's just put it this way. I'm very creative, and I've got some very creative things going on when Bernie and I go to. My parents are gonna be with us, so that's gonna be a ton of fun. You guys are gonna get probably a fair share of karaoke singing from my dad.
I started to say Dad's gonna be karaoke, and I already know that.
Right. There's gonna I really don't want to give anything away because like I said, I'm having very special guests there, special interviews.
I'm looking forward to it because if you can top last year's, it'll be great.
Last year's was pretty fun, man. I did cop watching out there. We did lives. We had a ton of fun. It was just a blast. But this year is going to be probably twice as
helicopter ride, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, really cool. Yeah. It's gonna be twice as spectacular, man. Let's just put it that way, man. What I got planned.
But I do have to correct you.
Yes.
You do get a big head. That's why I'm around to put you down this way here. Your head will fit in that Prius of yours. Just saying.
Well, the Prius is pretty small, so it doesn't matter if you have a big head or not. You're probably not going to fit in there. But it's going to be a ton of fun. I hope that you guys enjoy the content. I have noticed for the first time ever, I'm actually losing subscribers. I don't know what that says. I mean, maybe people aren't used to the new format of the channel, but let me go over that so that way people can kind of understand what's going on. The reason I had to change the schedule is because I needed to regain a little bit of time, right? So basically, Saturdays, are going to be the comment show. So everything that happens during the week, I'm going to be able to connect with you guys and talk with you guys and all that fun stuff. Sundays are going to be a wild card day, although I have something very, very special that's going to happen on Sundays, and I don't want to reveal that quite yet. I've got some details to work on that, but you guys, trust me, are going to freaking love it. It's going to be awesome, and I'm going to say, I'll tease it. It's not going to involve me, but it's going to happen on my channel on Sundays. So there's that. Mondays is homeless outreach, approximately 4:30ish in the afternoon, maybe a little bit after, depending on when I secure food and stuff like that. Tuesdays is cop watching at about the same time, maybe a little bit later. So you can look forward to the same cop watching that I've always done. Wednesdays is going to be Hot Tub Time Machine at 7 Eastern Time. That's pretty much set for now. Thursdays is going to be my off day. I'm not doing anything on Thursdays. That's just a day where I can recharge my physical and mental well-being, because I was going every day, Rhodey. You know that. I mean, every single day, and it was, I wasn't anywhere near burnout, but I don't want to get to that point, so I figured I might as well just change it now and have a day off where I can just relax and not have to.
You went what? Well, pretty much ever since your channel started, you went, and you were supposed to, when you went to Vegas, oh no, I'm taking the time off. I'm not going live. I'm just going to go and have a good time.
Right.
And you still went live every day.
I did. I went live every day, and not only that, I did cop watching while I was out there too, which, by the way, I saved 2 people from tickets out there. So I was pretty proud of myself that Metro PD out there, was put on notice by MLH. So, but yes, you're right. Even on my vacations, I work. So, I just had to try to reclaim a little time. I didn't even have time to play video games, and that's one of my passions. So, continuing on, Thursday's my off day. Friday, speaking of video games, is also off on this channel, but you guys can catch me on my other channel, RP Grinders, if you guys like video games or dorky stuff like that. I do talk about relevant topics in the second half of the show, so if video games is not your thing, make sure you tune in to the second half of the show, because that's where we get into more like political talk, or world happenings, or just all kinds of,
or figure out what's the most important thing during Thanksgiving and Christmas. And
we do have tournaments. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, exactly. Like top Christmas foods, top Thanksgiving foods, stuff like that. Just stupid stuff like that, But
but the way you guys do it, it's a lot of fun. It's like you get in there and you kind of joke with each other, and you do the little tournament thing. To me, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. And, the funny thing is my channel has 2,700 and almost 50 subscribers. I think it's down to 2,735 now. But that other channel, in 14 years that I've been doing that show, Road Dog, I think there's 40 subscribers. And of those,
you've doubled since I came. I think I was like your 18th,
17th,
18th.
Yeah. It was like we had. I often joke that we gained a subscriber a year, because it was at like 14 for a time, but now it's all the way up to 40. So it's a ton of fun. If you guys like a change of pace, Friday 7 Eastern Time. You can search RP Grinders on YouTube, but the best way to do it, Judd put the link in there. It's twitch.tv/RP Grinders, and it's just a goofy show about video games. First half, second half is world events, politics, or whatever we want to talk about. So, ton of fun. I hope to see you guys all there. Tomorrow, don't forget, 6 Eastern. Road Dog is going to be on K-Dot's channel and his own channel. I'm going to be on there. We're going to be discussing a very harrowing situation with official misconduct. And, God, I always forget your name for public safety. But for public safety is going to be on there. We'll discuss the whole scenario. There's everything from broken backs to police misconduct to, shouting. I mean, chaos. I mean, everything that we don't want to happen happens in these videos. And, of course, Road Dog is going to premiere the last video in that series, and we're hoping to get some eyeballs on that. Anything else?
And also, I mean, if you guys get done with that and you want more, for public safety was on the Road and Tow Show 2 nights, and then we had official misconduct. We had to put tape on public safety's mouth and throw him up in the closet and lock him in. This way he wouldn't take over. But and I teased him about that. But they were actually on our show for a week on the Road Tow Show on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. So you can always go in there and check that out as well.
There's breaking news here. Harry Nuts is in channel. He says there's a new enemy of the mustachioed. Check out pistachioed long nuts on his channel. Very interesting.
I've actually got that pulled up if you want to show it.
You know what?
I don't know if we can do that or not.
I can do that on mine. Hold on. You know what? Harry, hold on. I need
the link on your phone, by the way.
Before that, Harry, I need to get permission. Can I play that video on the channel, Harry?
I'm sure it's not him. It was Pistachio Lung Nuts. It wasn't Harry Nuts.
But it's his channel. It's his channel. I have to ask. Harry, let me know if you give me permission to play that video that's on your channel.
He said yes, please do.
Okay, let's do it. Let me go to Harry Nuts' channel. I don't want to go to my comment channel. Harry Nuts, which of course I have right at the top when I type in H. Oh my goodness, here we go. There is another. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, here we go, guys. Here's pistachioed long nuts. I can't wait to see this. This is amazing.
Pistachioed long nuts here. The YouTube streets are talking, and what they are saying may disturb young and old viewers alike. There is a harasser out there on the streets. And I've been asked by those victims to find out who this mustachioed person is and what his game is. I have sources that have secretly snapped photos of this mustachioed in action. Oh yes, he's real. But exactly who is mustachioed? Let's take a look at
Hold on.
top secret photos.
Hold on. Are you hearing this, Road Dog?
I am.
That have been pulled from the top secret archives from a top secret agency, and get a sense of just who this slippery fellow might be. As you can see, this fake hair wig is a horrible example of hair. And we could not find any photos of mustachioed without those fake glasses. And furthermore, we have uncovered a clue that will leave up to you to decide. Yes, it's the corn on the shirt. Interesting. Is that related to aliens and they're landing on Earth? I did a little research on Giggle, and what I found is it's gonna knock your socks off. Our research team has uncovered an interesting photo of Cousin It from the Addams Family, and there are some real similarities to our now under investigation Mr. Mustachioed.
Oh,
Mustachioed.
Oh my God.
With the corn shirt and a picture of Cousin It in a cornfield. Very interesting. And they have the same brand of glasses. You stepped on a banana this time, Mr. Mustachioed. You're slipping up, and I'm going to be there to see the fall. If you want to join our team, you can call 331 or just leave a comment below. Rumor has it that Mustachioed has agents infiltrating us as we speak. Walk these YouTube streets carefully, my friends. There's a loony on the loose. That's it. Late.
oh my. Let me say,
Oh my God.
let me say for one, I'm very happy that somebody had the courage to take on the mustachioed. But look at this Okay, this is better than an artist rendition of an eyewitness account, Rhodey. I mean, this is very detailed.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a better artist than Mustachio by far.
Wow. I don't know what Mustachio's gonna think about it, but look at that. You guys make that connection that the mustachioed long hair is actually really Cousin Ed, maybe, possibly, and he's got a corn shirt on. Wow. Wow. I'm curious. I want to see where this is going, but that was awesome. If you guys want to check that out, check out Harry Nutt's channel. Subscribe. I didn't know that you had somebody that takes over your channel as well, Harry. So now you know how I feel. This is fun. So, Cacahuete says, love your laugh. It's fun to laugh. Canada, thank you for the support. Harry, you got a problem on your hands just like I got a problem. That was really, really top notch, man. Corn and Cousin It. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. So I don't think this show will ever see anything higher than what we just saw right there, Road Dog. So I just love it, man.
That's awesome.
All right, Road Dog, looking forward to the interview tomorrow. Make sure you tune in to all the channels that we've talked about. Road Dog's channel, K-Dot's channel, my channel. Eventually, when I get back home, we will go live. We'll be discussing the incident that happened. So much to delve into there. So make sure you check that out. Anything else?
For public safety, check out official misconduct and Little Ridge Farm. I think that's pretty much covered everybody we talked about.
Okay. Before I leave, I do want to mention mental health. If you guys are struggling with your own mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion and you're having a crisis, please remember that somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's also a suicide prevention hotline, which Judd has provided in the chat, 1-800-273-8255. Make sure you call that number if you're having thoughts of suicide, or you're super depressed, or you just need to talk to somebody. If you don't like talking to people on the phone, there's also a mental health chat room that you can click. Judd put that link in there. Just search mental health chat in your Google bar or whatever search engine of your choice, and it'll take you right there, and somebody will be able to help you out. So anything else, Road Dog, before we end the show?
Yeah, just so you know, you hurt my feelings because you did that speech without saying it was because of me.
Well, it is because of you. I mean, you're on the show, so that's what reminded me of it. So, I mean, there you go. I want to thank everybody in chat. Harry for his awesome video. Harry, I will be calling you later about that video. It was awesome. Jen Wow was in there. Thank you for being in there, Jen. 357, thanks for being in there. Canada is watching. Our good friend Canada, thank you for being in there. Pepper, our good friend Pepper. Let's see. Ron 7, thank you very much. Knowledge is Power. Make sure you check out Knowledge is Power's channel. He's got a great channel. For public safety, which we mentioned, Judd Cacahuate. I'm just gonna go through all the comments and mention everybody. Nobody ever does that. ATL, thanks for being in there. Mark Wilson, 605 Ninja. See if I'm missing. Tapatios was in there. Thanks for being in there, Tapa. I didn't even see you in there. You snuck in there like a ninja.
And Polly Glocks just popped in here.
Polly, what's up? Thanks for joining at the end of the show. Really appreciate you. You're awesome. You Be Chillin' was in there. Dixie Girl. Cacahuate, I think I mentioned. Let's see if I forgot anybody here.
357. I don't know if you mentioned him or not.
That piece of shit. I mean, Road Dogs was in there. Wolves Den was in there. Thanks for being in there. Jonathan Mazzilli, a good friend of the channel. Thank you for being in there. Police the Police is in there. Thank you guys so much. Little MD and anybody else that I missed, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Anything else, Rody?
That'll do it. I just want to thank everybody for being here. Thanks for the support. MLH is a great guy, good friend. And thank you guys for supporting his channel.
All right. Thanks for supporting Road Dog's channel as well. All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Have a great weekend. Until tomorrow. See y'all later.